Yo. So, had a stretch, got some sweets, got some drinks, refreshments. We're strapped in. Arena open, day one. Azorious Control. Let's fight. Didn't like going out. I felt like I went out like a bit of a sucker the last games. So, we're going to do this again. And we're going to see if we could do better. I don't think. I think the reflection on the last games was healthy. So it helped me get out of my system what I did wrong. So I can't say I'm not warmed up and I'm not ready to roll now. So let's get it. So we want to get our Raven Morning down in turn 3 if we can, unless he's got a threat on the board down. That means we can't do it. We want to see what's in his hand. What sort of control deck are you? I think you're playing dragons myself. And there you have it. Okay, some treasure coming. So obviously Goldspan is now operational. Obviously against the dragon decks they don't have any early game. They have a Devastate in mid game and late game. So it's actually worth using the portable hole to take away the treasures, and that's what I'm going to do. Also on the Raven's Warning, it's actually quite interesting what I want to bring in, bearing in mind what they're playing. So there is our second treasure. Okay. So this is a deck actually where the Valkyrie is a good option. Because there's no graveyard abuse. Ugin's too long, takes too long to come on the line, as is Starnum. Ulrun's Epiphany, I'll take the extra turn into what? So it's either Limith and Valkyrie Harbinger. I think it's Valkyrie Harbinger. So what we want to do is we're going to play this as a white, and I'm going to use one of my whites just to take away one of his treasures. And that should suffice. So I expect a Goldspan Dragon is coming now. I can't imagine he's not there and ready, waiting and ready. Taking one of those away then just means he can't protect it, even though he played a land. So he is not playing any. Okay. So we're going to play our island. So the exam question here, I think, is whether I want to play my Helios Intervention to get rid of his other token. It only cost me 1, so I think I should. I think is the right thing to do. Just seeing as my health isn't a issue, just to stop him from being able to protect his dragons. Okay, so we're going to play our midnight clock. He needs another land. All this has been about trying to protect his dragon. He's not quite there. So it now means I could play my Harbinger and protect it too. Well, look at that. He got impatient. Okay. Yeah. It was only... That was the only thing he could have had that was going to cause us a problem. So do I deliver some pressure with my... I think I have to. I don't think he's got something that could deal 7. But this is only 2, so he could play 2 cards. Yeah, I think we have to leave it. We're going to fake it like we've got a counter. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're faking it like we've got a counter. Obviously all of his dragons have haste, which sucks. We can't counter this, so that's fine. So he's going to do 7. Now he's tapped out. So really we want a Doomscar off the top. That would be ideal. Oh Christ. I forgot to do what I wanted to do. I was so busy thinking about what's going to come off the top of my deck. I forgot to... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can pump it. That's 12. Plus anything in hand. It's not good. It's not looking good. So let's put some hours on here. Hey. Okay. That's 9. He can't play 2 of the Infernos. Okay. Hey, I'm dead. 13. 2 reds, 14, 15. It's lethal. Oh, Christ, Ike, man. Oh my god. He really threw the game away because he didn't want to wipe the board. Oh my god. That was just bad play. You made a mistake and then you compounded that mistake by another mistake. Oh, the misplays. Oof, gotta get them out of my game. This is not the place to have a misplay and then laugh about it afterwards. But the first misplay led to the second misplay. Oh, okay. So this is a keep. We've got life gain, we've got delay, so we should be okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. my deck is being nice to me because it's trying to rescue me from my misplays. which is hilarious, but you know, it's a thing. You know you've played badly when your deck starts giving you hands that help you manage your deck. So our next play will be a Plains, and then we're going to park the Behold the Multiverse. And that means if we play something really that we have to deal with, we can. Okay. So if he taps this, he gets the 2, but he has to tap it first, like, he has to tap it first. So our game plan still is the correct game plan. He's going to get the other... So it's after the combat phase, so I've still got some time. Okay. The fact that the Doomscar isn't parked has caused us a real problem there. But we were given a reprieve. We were just given a reprieve there. So the negate should prevent him from doing anything silly with any spells. And the Doomscar should clean up the board next turn. Obviously him having now seen the Doomscar, he knows not to play anything else into it. If he tries to just pass and not play, which he might do, we could Behold the Multiverse and grab some cards we need. Okay, we might as well grab the Multiverse now. There's 6, 4, there's 10, and we'll be down to 8. Getting the lands is helpful, and having the second border move was incredibly helpful. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna play the sort of giant whiteboard. Three, 4, 5. I am surprised he played into that, but you know. So he's got lethal there, doesn't he? What have we got? 1, 2. It costs him 4 to crew, so he could do 5 damage. We need to get to the later game, so we're gonna see if we can find that white land. That's not too bad actually. We'll keep that. Let's see what he's gonna do. Well, that sucks. Our hands literally are up in the gods now. Okay, he's tapped it. What do we want to do? Yeah, we do. This is a Hail Mary. It is a Hail Mary. Not recognizing it as a Winota deck has punished me. So he is hoping that he has enough triggers here to kill me. He's got 4 triggers. Well, obviously. The good news is you get to see that actually none of the things that you were going to do could have saved your life, because those triggers were too many. Ugh. The pain of a Winota deck. Wow. Well, that sucks. Getting smashed in the face by Winota and her friends. So, we're going to hop into the third game. Could be the final game if I don't get my act together. So we've got Doomskull, we've got Devastating Mastery, but we've only got 2 lands. ECD, Dreamtrawler are late game cards. This should be a mulligan, but if I mulligan I may get no removal. So the alternative is I keep and I trust my deck to give me the 3rd land for a Doomskull board wipe. We're going to go with it. We're going to see what happens. Oh, mono red. The comedy of these games has been hilarious. Okay. Yep, and it's part of course that my deck will not give me a land in the first 2 draws. Come on deck, we just need a land. Well, preferably not a tapped land. No, useless. Okay, so we just need to be able to avoid another land. Okay. Good God. Saved. We are very low. Okay. We're going to take 2. He's going to generate 3. We're still in massive trouble. The good news is that Devastated Mastery, he doesn't really want to pick up any of these cards. Can he bring this out? 3 other cards. He's got 3 cards. Okay. 2, 4, 6. We're in big trouble here. We're dead. It's not even big trouble, we're dead. He gets to pick up 2 cards, so he'll pick up the Ash and come back again. He is absolutely right, it is good game. probably got a Bonecrusher Giant in hand. Of course. That's how all these games end, these aggro games end, with a Bonecrusher Giant. So, I have given the Arena Open 2 runs. And 0-3'd on both runs. So I'm gonna disappear, select my wins, get a drink, eat some sweets, and do something else. Because actually, what I'll do is I will just log into standard ranked, chill out, and not worry about the Arena Open. It's actually quite hilarious. It's not. I mean, so we saw all of the usual suspects. We saw Mono White. We saw Naya, Winota. It's quite interesting. I can understand why everybody's playing 2022 because they're just tired of those cards, tired of Bonecrusher, and they want to sort of escape and do something different. But the problem with escaping, well, the big problem with escaping is that the sooner you start to play the 22 ladder, the sooner you get bored. You get bored of the ladder. You get bored of those cards. You're taking six months life of those cards out of the cards, which makes it all very, very difficult. So it's infinitely better to... Oh my god, has he drawn every single one of those? At this point, we don't want him to get a discount from the Giants. If I knew I was going to draw this, I probably would have allowed him to get it down. We're going to skip. By blowing up the blue, it means we could put out a proper white on his turn. Because a dragon is more or less inevitable. A giant is more or less inevitable. So we want to have the Doomscar open. So we're going to skip this. And let's see what he does. So, the Wizard Spellbook, that's what we're looking for. That's a good card. Okay, so he's got the Summoner down, which is going to give him his Giants back. But I suppose he's creating more value for my Devastating Master, I guess. Let's see what he does. So the Scries are really good because it enables him to go 4 cards deep into his deck. Of course he didn't, but it did enable him to go 4 cards deep into his deck. It's my turn. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to Doomscar the Cyclone Summoner, and I'm going to hope that the next card off the top is a land so I can Dreamtrawler, or have the option of wiping whatever giant he has in mind to play. Well, there you go. So he does have a giant. Well, he's foretold something. Probably saw it coming, is what I would think. But there's the land we needed. We can... whoa, we don't have the whites we need. We're going to ECD. And the reason we're going to ECD is because this does damage to me, even if it's in the graveyard. He has 7 lands, so he can probably play any giant he wishes anyway. So we're just going to let him get it down. Okay. So what we now want to do... Oh. Well, actually, I think he's given me the means to potentially win the game. We're going to play our Dream Trawler. He's going to do 4 damage. So what I'm hoping to happen... I don't think he's got the 2-face damage, so we'll get rid of that. Okay. He's going to do the 4. Now having them in the graveyard isn't exactly a good thing, because they will all fire 2 damage at me each upkeep. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to draw some cards. Do I want Doomscar? I do want the Doomscar. And let's see what else I can draw. Okay, and we're going to see what I draw as the next card. Okay. Oh, I can't gain life. How did I forget about our Quakebringer? Can't gain life. Good game. I can't even play the Helios Intervention as planned. That's just bad play. Okay. So, I've done 2 arena opens. 0-3 both times. I've just discovered I'm a real sucker for punishment. I have. Okay. Well. Going back in. This is what you call ego playing right here.
Oh, I'm gonna hunt you
It
down.
really is. But you know, if you're going to play with your ego, this is the way to play with your ego. So let's give this a spin. We're about to give this a spin. Okay, so yeah, we're good. So okay, so okay. Well, there you go. You see, this is why these things are done. Isn't it? This is why these things are done. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. So, sideboarding. We're going to get rid of one of the Kazandus for another snake skin. That's what I think. I think that game went about as good as it could possibly go. But we're going to see how this game 2 goes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're going to just match him. So we've got a bit of a stalemate here. So we're going to get the Kazandu out, because having a 5/5 and a 4/4 with Death Touch is actually really good on the next turn. We're keeping the Faceless Haven hidden away just in case he's got some removal. That just tells me he's got another boneless giant. If he wants to play it, he can. Okay. So we are going to play our land. We're going to play our Love Struck Beast. We've got 2 Primal Mites to manage this board. The 5/5 is an effective blocker, so we're going to. I think I want to remove. We want to stop him from drawing, basically. So that's why the edge wall has to go. Otherwise, I'm quite relaxed. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to play one of those. Again, we're going to play another one of these, just to remove his Love Struck Beast. And then we want to play our Questing Beast and really put some pressure on. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the 5/5. We're going to draw out a Faceless, and then we're going to put some pressure on. Okay, and then we've got a Shambler. And that's Murder She Wrote. Oh, good God. So, that feels good. That feels really, really, really good. Oh, that feels great. It sounds wild. It sounds wild. But the going 0 and 3 twice does make you feel like you don't know how to play Magic. Like 0-6, I've never gone 0-6 on ladder before. So just getting a win feels really good, feels really refreshing. I'm a bit disappointed I had to use something meta to get it, but you know, now if I lose I don't care. I'm not a bad Magic player. I'm going sort of 0-6. It was horrific. So this is a mulligan. This is just not enough land. So okay. We're gonna have to let this land because we need our 1/1. So now we've got suitable defences. So our aim now is to get the Lovestruck Beast out and roll into Western Beast if we can. Okay. It is Lovestruck Beast because that just keeps the chariot away. I think we can spare the Wolfpack leader. Oh, I just sacrificed it for no reason. No good reason, Ike. Oh, Christ. That was a misplay. So after assembling a board which was actually competitive, I just went and threw it away. It doesn't matter for now, because the Lovestruck Beast, I've just given him sort of board advantage. This is a high level game. I'm still making misplays. He's in Naya, so Bonecrusher Giant is, yeah, well, there you go. Okay. We're going to take the 8. In fact, actually, we're not going to take the 8. But we're going to kill one of his things. There you go. So we can play the second werewolf pack and seek to try and just hold him off. Obviously, we know this is a Winota deck. We've seen it now. There you go. So he has all the triggers. So we're going to hold this here. We know what this is going to do. It's going to draw who knows how many things. It's got a Kenrith in there, it's got this in there, it's got that in there. Okay, so he's not going to target my things. So Snakeskin Veil, not important. I think the ram through is important as its instant speed. So Primal Mites, ram throughs. I want to switch one of the Kazandus for a Garruk. Just to see if we could get a bit of extra power on. He's not abusing the graveyard. He'll be feeling pretty sweet about himself because of how well that game went when Snakeskin Veil was just a bad choice. It's not what we wanted. But you have to bear in mind, like, you had the mulligan twice, so you didn't have at all what you needed. This is much better. So what we're thinking about, actually, in fact, no, we're going to play the Swarm Shambler. We're going to hold the Gem Rays open. We're holding the Gem Rays open because the gem rays will help me deal with... Okay. It's quite possible he's going to have... Okay. That's fine. So we can get this down. Get another Shambler down. We still got time to get more pressure on. What we want to do next turn is we want to... Okay. Kill. So... Yep. Over. Yep. Cool. Cool. Okay, we got rid of the dog. Cool. This all goes. It's fine. I'm in big trouble here, but fortunately for me, the Gem Razor was tapped. We're going to take 6, but there's nothing we could do about that. The Gem Razor is the only one he can send if he doesn't have Winota in hand. Oh, this is the tension. This is a lot. We're just going to stop one of them. If he does 10 of damage, that's fine. I don't know what he's thinking about. Oh, Bone Crusher ring. Of course. I don't know why I'm surprised when somebody plays a Bone Crusher. That is literally the only thing they're going to do. Ugh. Well, we're given a reprieve there. So it doesn't tap, so we get to cause the damage. There's nothing tapped. Oh, he's shambled it, yeah, so that's why he's done it, so he can kill it. He's tapped it so he can kill it. Okay. Ugh, that was a very painful Acroan Wall. He can do 5 of damage now. which sucks. Yep. All he needs now is an Ember Cleave to make that day the worst day it could possibly be. He's probably going to Bone Crusher my Questing Beast. Okay, he doesn't have the second Bone Crusher. I suppose that should make me feel slightly better. It probably does. This is probably a Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, even worse. Well, that feels bad, doesn't it? Okay, so I think we played a full amount here to make it bigger than the Bone Crusher. We are in a bad way. Oh Christ. Winota decks, man. Winota decks just ugh. Ugh. And here's the thing. So that's GG. Here's the weird and wacky thing. It's a fragile deck. It's a really, really fragile deck. When he didn't have the Winota in hand, all he had was some underpowered creatures that trigger a Winota. So that's why it took him so long to get to a finishing state. He managed the board really well, and he kept me on the run. But without the Winota, he didn't really have anything. But the Winota just sort of facilitates so much value on the board. You just can't. It's a card that literally can't hit the board, especially if they've got creatures on the board. Otherwise, it's GG, and that's what happened. But that was a lot better. That is most definitely my last game in the Arena Open today. I've done 3 runs. I went 0-3 twice, and then I've just had a much better run there. So I've proved to myself I can play with these guys, and I knew I could, but I just needed to prove that to myself. So I can go and play something else now. I'm going to hop off this stream, and then I'm going to rename it something else, and then I'm going to